Hey there, welcome to day number 7 of our progressive meditation series. So yesterday I covered the very introduction part of sensory mastery, or in what traditional yoga circles is called pratyahara practice. So all we're looking to do is have better control over how much external stimuli influence our internal state. We covered sight yesterday, and I had you fix your gaze to something and then soften the gaze while paying attention to your breath. Today we're going to do the same thing but with hearing. So we're just going to jump right into it. And what I want you to do is listen for something in your surroundings that you can fix your hearing to, something that's constant or repetitive. You might listen to a bird chirping outside. It might be the sound of your computer fan running or the sound of a ticking clock. Anything kind of works. The point is to listen to just that one thing and see if you notice your hearing getting drawn to something else. Try and come back to that one thing you're listening to. So find the thing now. Decide what it's going to be. So make that decision. This one thing I'm going to listen to for the next minute or so. So I'm going to listen to my computer fan. And I'm just going to keep listening to it without letting the hearing process wander somewhere else. And I'm going to just sit here, listen, and breathe. So now, for today's practice, I'm going to welcome you to continue to listen to that sound. And partway through the meditation, I'll cue you to let go of listening to the sound and instead just solely focus on your breath. So let's jump into our 7-minute meditation here. Remembering to sit up tall. Find that sound, that one sound. You can close the eyes. Now keep listening to that sound, and then soften the intensity of your focus. Just let the sound come into your ears. And notice when you get distracted away from that sound. Now take that same gentle concentration that you've been using to listen to that one sound and move it to your breath. You're just noting here the qualities of your breath. Come on back to your room, to the video, to your surroundings. So what we're doing is we're slowly progressing, right? Not only are we adding time to our meditation practice, but I'm walking you through the stages of a meditation practice, starting all the way from the movement on day 1 to breathing practices, now to these sensory mastery practices that intertwine concentration exercise. So once we get better at concentration and creating a singular point of focus, a single-minded point of focus, then we see some interesting things start to happen. Now, it's also easier to see things happen as our meditation practice time increases, just because of the fact it takes a certain amount of time for changes to occur. Things aren't instantaneous. And what's happening in the mind and the body is not just a mental process. There's a physiological component to it. There's an energetic component that's physiological. And there's the neurochemical component to it, and brain activity, a bunch of stuff going on that all takes time. So the longer the meditation session, the more time for these things to happen. So you'll find, as I think we hit the 10-minute mark and upwards, you'll see some really interesting changes in these practices occur. As you get more proficient at meditating, these practices happen earlier in your session, because the mind is better able to, or the mind and body are better able to get to that meditative state. So tomorrow we're going to work on our last sensory mastery practice of touch and felt sensation. And then I'm going to move into some cool, interesting yoga philosophy topics. So I hope you'll join me for day number 8, and I'll see you then.